Okay, class, welcome. So we just finished going over some of our vocabulary words. We went over different words for taste, texture, and also appearance, and of course the common foods. So right now, I want you guys to take a look at some of the pictures I'm going to show you, and I want you guys to kind of try to figure out what it is, but we're just gonna look at them for a second and then I'll ask you some questions, okay? So here's our first picture. So take a few seconds to look at that. Okay, and here's our second picture. Okay, and then our third picture. So now that we've seen all of our pictures, I want the two of you to group up and try to talk about what you saw in the photos. So go ahead and talk to each other. What did you see in the three photos I showed you?
Saw different pictures of foods.
I saw cheese.
Oh yeah. I think I saw a tomato on.
Also saw rice.
Okay, so let's bring it back here for a second. So I'll go ahead and I want to ask you guys, what are some of the things that you saw in the three photos, right?
I mean, I saw hamburgers.
You saw hamburgers.
Bread.
You saw
and
bread
cheese.
and cheese. That's awesome. So you saw a lot of pictures, right?
Mhm.
And photos, a lot of images of different foods. So what is the thing that you saw? Do you know what it would be classified? Like, what would this be called? Angela?
A menu?
A menu, yeah, for sure. And so these are all three menus. And so that means that these are all a list of foods, right? And usually a menu, where would you find a menu? Brett, do you know where you would find a menu?
A restaurant.
A restaurant, awesome, right? And Angela, do you know what a restaurant is? What's a restaurant?
It's a place that you can go to get food.
Yeah, exactly. It's a place where you can go to get food, right? A place where you can order food and eat food. And usually when you go to a restaurant, you would see a menu, right? Where you can buy their different items. So for our activity today, we're gonna create a menu, and I'll have everyone create their own menu, okay? And we're gonna use our vocabulary words that we went over to create our items and also describe our items, okay? So I'm going to show you guys an example of what Miss Romano worked on. I created a menu and I put the restaurant title right up here. So my restaurant is called Miss Romano's Pizza, okay? So for my first item, of course, you have to have a cheese pizza at a pizza restaurant, okay? And you can see I have my picture over here too of a cheese pizza. Can you guys say that with me? Cheese pizza. Perfect. And do you guys notice any vocabulary words in item number 1?
Pizza.
Pizza, yeah, of course. It's one of our common foods, right?
Cheese.
And cheese, exactly. So I combine them, cheese pizza, to create my item name. So for the taste, I use another vocabulary word. I use the word salty. Can we say that together? Salty. Awesome. And then we can see I also put the texture of my item. And my pizza is going to be very crispy and chewy, right? Can we say those together? Crispy and chewy. Perfect. Angela, can you describe to me what crispy means?
When something has like a crunch to it.
Yeah, it has
When
like a
you bite.
crunch, right? Like you bite hard on it. And Brett, what about chewy? What does chewy mean?
Something soft.
Right? And you have to bite a lot usually with something chewy. So it's not like super soft, but it can be a little bit, you have to bite a lot, right? You have to chew it a lot. So, also for our appearance, I described my pizza as steaming. So if you guys remember on our vocabulary list, you can also reference that as we're going along here. But steaming is when something's hot, right? You see that like sort of air coming out of it because it's very hot. It's fresh out of the oven. So our cheese pizza, I described it as salty, crispy, chewy, and steaming. So for our second item in my restaurant, we're gonna have a fresh tomato salad. Let's say that together.
Fresh
tomato salad.
Perfect. And can anyone just tell me what vocabulary words we have here?
Tomato.
Tomato. Any other ones?
Fresh.
Fresh, right. We got the word fresh, so that's an adjective.
Salad.
Salad, that's one of our common foods, right? So I went ahead and combined them and made a fresh tomato salad for item number 2. So together as a class, and you guys can look at the picture too that I have on the side here to help come up with some words. And go ahead and look at the vocabulary list. What is a word that we can describe for its taste for a fresh tomato salad? Any volunteers?
Sweet.
Sweet, yeah. Right? Tomatoes are sweet in particular, right? So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and write that, and you guys can all watch as I write it. Sweet. So our fresh tomato salad tastes very sweet, right? Rhett, would you mind doing the texture for us? What's a word that we can describe the texture of our fresh tomato salad?
Maybe soft.
Soft? Okay, that's a good word. Tomatoes can be soft, right? Any other texture words that we want to add?
Maybe smooth.
Smooth, right? Tomatoes can be smooth. Okay, and then Angela, I'm going to come back to you for the appearance, okay? Is there a word that we can describe it? The looks of a fresh tomato salad?
Fresh.
Fresh. Yeah, we can use that word again.
And maybe colorful because of the
Perfect.
tomatoes.
That's exactly the word I was looking for, colorful. So we've got, because in a tomato salad, we've got the red and the greens, right? So what I'm going to have you guys do is that you're going to create your own menus, and I'll have you do that together as a group. And we're going to try to include at least 10 new vocabulary words, okay? And you guys can have fun with it and be creative. And you can even add some other words that you know, like with the fresh tomato salad, we've learned colors before, so you could add that it's red, or you can add with the size or the shape of it, words that we've used and learned before. So go ahead and work together.